We have traveled all over Kenya to find hard-working farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the help they need to improve their farms,
Get better yields.
and increase profits.
We'll see how farmers from across the region can benefit from our expert advice.
And learn from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experiences as they shape up their shambas.
Welcome to the Shamba Shape Up Safari. Welcome!
To Shamba Shape Up.
Today we are in Vihiga County and we are visiting an old friend, Dick Morgan.
Back then, he started a farmers group, Grow.
And we want to find out whether it has been of help to his shamba.
And what new ideas we can give him.
Let's go! Dick Morgan is married to Susan. They have 5 children. On the farm today, we have Sharon, Steve, and Ben.
And this is the office of the Grow Farmers Group. Right behind is our farmer's shamba, 3/4 of an acre. It may not be a large shamba, but as we'll see, Dick manages to squeeze in a lot of farming into a small space.
They have onions, bananas, cabbages, 9 chickens, and 2 cows.
Okay, we've seen enough. Time to pitch the tent, and then we can find our farmer. And there he is. Looks like he's chairing a meeting of the Grow Farmers Group.
Mr. Morgan,
how are you?
Very fine, sir.
Hello, how are
Welcome.
So, Mr. Morgan,
Yes, sir.
I can see you are busy with your farmers group.
Yeah, now there are 18 with a total of 930 farmers.
931.
932.
Welcome.
Ah.
Are we welcome?
And all of them just come there.
Do you have any problems?
One, about the weevil spoiling my grain. Secondly, I had financial illiteracy. And then how to identify the better seeds and how to manage it.
Okay.
We had a problem with the light. We are using kerosene, and sometimes we don't have enough money to buy. The smoke that came from the koroboi, it affects the children.
Well, don't worry, Shamba Shape Up is here. And we haven't come alone.
Yes, we've come with experts who are going to give us information and see how it can be better.
Exactly.
Yes. Tony.
Wow. So, Morgan's Shamba is doing well, but he still needs some help.
And we've got lots of new ideas that we'd like to introduce him to. A solar-powered light.
And how record keeping leads to a profitable business. First, I'm going to find out about planting maize.
And when you're through with that, we're going to see about how to store it.
That's what I call teamwork. Let's get to work.
Let's get to work.
On the way to my first expert of the day, there was some good news. The soil test results have arrived. Before growing any crops, it's important to find out how healthy your soil is. Then you know what fertilizers you need to use and if the soil needs liming. Getting the right balance of nutrients in the soil can make the difference between getting a poor harvest and a very good harvest. And on this farm, we've discovered the soil is low on calcium. So, before planting next season, Dick will need to add lime. Let us find our farmer and give him the news. But who's this? Looks like our first expert is already here. So, let's go straight and introduce Dick to Bakari from Sidco. He's got some great tips about matching soil and climate to the perfect maize variety.
Basically today we want to teach Dick Morgan on how to choose the best variety seed for the region and for his farm.
Let us go, you show us.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
So for specific regions, what do you have, for example?
We have Sungura for the lowlands and dry areas like eastern Mombasa, the lake region, taking 75 days with about 35 bags per acre. We have Duma, also very early, taking 90 days, good for areas that have low rainfall. We have the Punda Milias. They are good for medium altitudes, taking 3.5 months to 4 months. That is parts of Nyanza, parts of Rift Valley like Bomet and Narok. Then we have Shamba and Tembo. These are transitional varieties from medium to high. And that's why we are considering that this is the best variety for Western Kenya, and in particular Vihiga.
What kind of seed do you recommend for this area?
We are going to recommend SC Tembo 73, which takes about 120 days to 150 days. It has excellent yields, up to 58 bags. It doesn't succumb to strong winds. It doesn't rot. It is very sweet for ugali, which these farmers love.
Why is it the variety is called the Tembo 73?
Tembo 73 is named after an elephant, and elephant is a big animal. We expect you to get a lot of big yields. Number two is elephant walks slowly, so it is a slow variety.
And now what are they doing?
Marking the sting with the pepper, because now that pepper will guide us when they are digging the holes. From hole to hole, it will be 25 centimeters. From row to row, it's going to be 75 centimeters.
Why 75 centimeters?
Maize is a very tall crop, and also it has a lot of leaves which compounds it to foliage. So if you are not giving it enough spacing, you'll find that there'll be crowding.
How deep should the holes be?
The holes should be 6 inches deep to give us a collection of water enough for the rains. And also the fertilizer that we're going to put in, you realize the roots will be able to access that fertilizer within that hole. The fertilizer is going to be placed under the soil so that when we place the seed has no contact with fertilizer to avoid scorching.
Okay, so remember, good seed selection is very important. Choose the seed that suits your area and you can get a good harvest.
To get the most money for your farm produce, it's often a good idea to store crops until the market price goes up. But not if your crops are ruined by pests and diseases in the meantime. So, I asked Goretti from Osho to come and give our farmers some advice on how to store successfully.
Okay, Morgan has done the right thing in that he has dried the maize and he has already bagged them. But what I'm not sure of, Morgan, have you used anything to control pests like the weevils?
Not, madam.
We have varieties of weevils, the larger green borer, the lesser green borer, and other weevils, which will actually destroy the maize if it is not dusted.
Have you had an attack from weevils?
Yes. On grain, there is weevils, even on maize. Yeah.
So, Goretti, what should be done?
We have a product called Scanner Super that we use to control weevils. And when you use it, then you will be sure your maize are well stored and you'll get them in the right condition. Scanner is such a powerful grain dust that will take care of all the ranges, because before we had the other type of weevil, the lesser grain borer. But now the larger grain borer is a more harmful grain borer that came up, and this one will eat up the grain together with the sack that you've stored it in.
Yes.
So that makes it even more destructive. So with the ash or the other thing they're using, it might not work so well. But now if you are a farmer and you want to do this as a business, you have to ensure that you minimize the losses. So if you go for Scanner Super, you are sure of a proper storage. Yeah.
For how long does the expiring time when you have dusted maybe your grain? It takes how long?
In a span of 6 months from the time you dust your grain, you're sure you're well covered.
If you want to store maize longer than 6 months, repeat the same procedure as when you first packed the maize. Empty the bag, dry in the sun, dust when the grain is cool, and repack. But I wondered if Scanner Super is so effective at killing weevils. Is it harmful to humans?
Grains, we eat them directly.
Yes.
So for that reason, we've used a product that is less toxic. And when you want to use it, for instance, you've just dusted your maize and you want to eat it. The thing you're going to do is just dry it in the sun, and the direct sunlight will break the molecule, and then now you can go ahead and use your maize.
Where can me as a farmer find Scanner Super? Where can I get it?
Scanner Super, you'll be able to get in all the agrovets within Mbale, Vihiga, or even Sabatia. All agrovets, they know about Scanner Super and they're selling it, and it's affordable.
It's very important to dry maize in the sun before dusting to avoid poisons such as aflatoxin. To be sure, Use a moisture meter or simply use a glass jar. Empty a sample of the maize into the jar and add a small spoon of salt and shake. If the salt sticks to the sides of the jar, the maize is not dry enough. When dusting the maize, make sure it's not in the sun. If the grain is too hot, the scanner super will not work. The best solution is to leave it overnight. Use 50 grams of scanner super for every 90 kilo bag of maize. Once dusted, pack into storage bags and also dust the outside of the bag to keep pests as far away as possible.
So, we've learnt about choosing the right maize seed to suit your region.
And how to avoid pests damaging maize in storage. But on this farm, Dick Morgan is the real expert.
That's right. And we've asked him to share with us his top tip in farming.
The idea I want to share with my farmers, this technology called oasis irrigation. It's composed of 100 seedlings, and I use only 40 liters of water for 2 months. You dig 1 meter by 10 meters, you put in polythene paper, you put in stone, then you put this pipe you see here just to the top of the stone. And then during the dry season, you use just 40 liters to come up with such cabbages or any types of crop you can plant here.
Wow. What do you think of that?
Very, very innovative. Using little water to get good yields.
Quite creative.
Wow, wonderful. Well, coming up after the break, financial planning
And solar lights.
Welcome back.
To Shamba Shape Up. We are in Vihiga and we are visiting farmer Dick Morgan.
We've seen how to select the best maize variety for your region.
And how to store maize without getting weevils.
But we still have 2 more experts to meet. So no time to waste.
Let's get to work.
Record keeping is vital if you want to grow your farm's business. Banks need to see them to approve loans. So we've invited James from Hand in Hand to speak to some of the officers of Dick Morgan's Farmers Group to give them some advice on the best way to do this so they can spread the word around. James, it's good to find you here. I can see you are all set.
Yep.
Now, our farmers here would like to know more about record keeping, how to go about it.
Okay.
And I can see you are ready and fired to go.
Sure.
All right, teach us.
Maybe to begin with, do you keep records?
Yes, I do. Yes, we do.
Okay. Maybe do you have a sample? Ah, nice. So you keep your records on a monthly basis? They're good, but there's a better way of doing it. Yeah.
It's a good attempt.
Sure.
All right.
Kindly allow me to take you through just 2 very simple ways of keeping these business records. Maybe to begin with, we just have one cash book, and the second one is the expense book. I've illustrated it in a simple way such that you can just get an exercise book, have these lines to indicate cash in and cash out. Bona Dixon, I believe you have daily expenses, you have also daily incomes, right?
Yes.
So we are going to start with incomes. For instance, we have the first column is on date. The second one is on description on what you did on that particular day.
Yes.
Then we have receipt
Yes.
and amount.
Yes.
This on just the side of incomes. Then we have money going out of the enterprise. For instance, when does money go out of the enterprise?
Let's say when you buy fertilizer, when you treat your
Nice,
animal,
you treat your
when
animals.
you put a person to help you digging.
Thank
is
you.
when you take out money.
So any purchases, it's money going out. Any incomes is anything that you sell brings money to the
in.
enterprise.
Yes.
Precisely. For instance, we can use a specific date, let's say 1st of January.
Yeah.
Description is money coming in. Let's say you've sold what? 1 rabbit,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Have you issued out receipt? It's also important to be issuing out receipts,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
An amount that you sold at that particular day.
Yes.
maybe in the same day you incurred some expenses, that is money going out, right?
Yes.
So which expense did you incur at this particular date, 1st January?
First January, I bought farm inputs.
Farm inputs, right? So on 1st January, you description bought fertilizer, farm inputs, the receipt number you were issued with, and the amount. And that goes on until every end month you close your month. Right? Are we together on that?
Yes.
So, to recap, a cash book should be completed every day. It records all items which have been bought or sold by using cash. Cash in and cash out should both have columns for date, description, receipt, and amount.
So the second book is the expenses book. This basically is writing down all the monies you've incurred to run your enterprise. And this is quite simple. First has a column on date, description, which is that money that used, the receipt, and the amount. So this basically just the expenses, all miscellaneous expenses. You may have incurred transport cost, veterinary expenses. What else? Labor. Everything goes under expense book. These are the two basic records that we advocate farmers to use. It's easy to internalize and also apply in the farm.
So, to recap, an expense book should also be kept daily. It is used to record all expenses that are related to the business and should have the following columns: date, description, receipt, and amount. Why is keeping records important?
It's good to have records so that you can know how your business is faring. Is it making losses? Is it making profits? Records also can help you to source for external funding, because one factor when trying to access loans is business records, so that we can know, is this business making profits or is it making losses in such a way that you can be able to service this loan. Third point is also within the law to keep records, since it will help you at the end of the year compute your tax returns so that you are able to file returns not above or below what you're earning.
Once these two basic records are kept, the cash book and the expense book, they will help you build a business plan. A business plan will identify where you can cut costs and also where you can grow your business. And if you need a loan, it will help convince your bank manager. I'm sure Dick's Farmers Group will help spread the word, and M for Grow will have successful farmers and successful businessmen.
Our final expert today is Anne from Delight. She's come to introduce our farmer to the benefits of using solar lighting in the home. I can see she needs it. It's so dark in here. I wonder if the children can read at all. Susan.
Yes?
I can see you're trying to get some schoolwork done.
Yeah.
How are you getting to do this with the kerosene lamp?
We are facing a lot of problem because of this kerosene lamp. Children are being affected with the smoke of the kerosene.
I can see her eyes are a bit red.
Sometimes I don't have money to buy the kerosene, so we remain in dark.
We are here because
Yes.
Anne here has a very big surprise for you. So I'll let Anne tell us about it.
We arranged for the surprise while you were outside the house, and I will let the boys switch it on. It's a Delight T30 home system.
Thank you.
And the drums roll, and there we have it. There we have it, light.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. Yeah.
And that one goes off. So Anne, tell us about this new light.
What we've just switched on with the help of our boy is a switch. So this is one of the bulbs from the D30 solar home system. So we have 3 bulbs for you. So something else that's included in the D30 solar home system is a solar powered torch. It's also charged from the same battery, and you can test and see if it's bright enough. Anybody who needs to leave the house maybe late in the night, they can use a torch. Do you use a mobile phone?
Yes.
Do you have it with you?
Yes, I have.
All right. And
Yes,
where do you
yes.
charge your phone?
I normally take it to M-Pesa, whereby they normally charge at 10 shillings
Oh, 10
per
shillings.
day.
10 shillings per day
Per day
for charging.
for charging.
Okay. Oh, so that's about 300 shillings a month.
A
Yes.
month.
So we will be saving you more because we've now brought you a charger from the D30 system as well that you'll be able to charge your phone. And something else that comes with our home system is a radio. It's a solar powered radio. You just charge it again with the power of the sun.
There.
So that's very powerful. You can now listen to Shamba Shape Up on radio, and you can also listen to what is the developments happening in the county. You can also listen to music or some programs from a flash disk. So if children want to get some lessons from school that are already recorded, they can listen here. You can use an SD card.
Is there any surprise that you're holding back?
Yes, now our home systems not only just include the radio and the torch and charging, but we're also bringing something bigger and better, which is a D-Light solar TV. So we will just test and see if it is working. And now you'll no longer miss any episodes.
Shamba Shaper is on.
Oh yeah, Shamba Shape Up is on today, so let's just check on
Yes. There we are.
that. Yes.
Wow, Caro, that looks great. D-Light now have a new home solar system called the X850. This includes 4 solar lights, a tube light, the radio, torch, and a charging station. And as an optional extra purchase, this fabulous solar-powered TV. Now the children can watch educational programs like No Zone, but even better, our farmer can watch my favorite TV program whenever she wants.
Where can I get the D-Light home system?
Our products are available across the country. We will always have a dealer nearby in the nearest town. And you do not have to buy it at a full cost. So we make it very affordable for every Kenyan. And you pay a very minimal deposit, and then you pay either daily or you can choose to pay weekly or monthly.
If it is spoiled, where can I
Take it for
take
repair.
it for repair?
Oh, okay. So our products come with a warranty of 2 years. So we do not repair any product, we replace them. So as long as you've taken good care of the product and something goes wrong, it's a manufacturer's defect, we will replace it for you for free.
Everybody's happy?
Yes, we are very happy.
If you are happy, I am happy, and is happy.
Yes.
Yes. So we not only save money, we save time. And we have total entertainment. And that's Shamba Shape Up.
Then after that, now all you'll be paying is for...
Well, it's been a long day and the night is fast approaching. But thanks to Caro and her last expert, help is at hand.
Almost done, almost done. And there we go. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Very nice.
D-Light came to our rescue. Take seats, take seats. All right, good.
Oh, it's been a long day,
Long day.
but very productive. So, Susan,
Yes.
tell me, are you happy that we are here?
Yes, I'm very happy with the Shamba Shape Up. I have learned a lot. I have reduced the cost of kerosene, and my children will not get problems when reading or when going to school.
Wonderful. Mr. Morgan,
Yes, sir.
what did we teach you today?
You taught me today how to use Scanner Super for treating or preserving my cereals. Secondly, on financial education. I have transformed from what I was to the new atmosphere right now.
Wow.
Are you happy?
I'm very happy because I'm transformed.
Wow, if you're happy, we are happy.
We are very happy too. We are very happy too. Well, our work here is done, and see you
In the next Shamba.
Coopers are proud to partner with Shamba Shape Up. For over 100 years, Coopers have supported farmers with quality products for healthy livestock and increased production. Use CRV semen to improve your herd for greater returns. No one does it like them. They are legendary.